Hello there. Ukraine is now getting its first batch of tanks from the West. I'm not sure that President Putin of Russia is going to be pleased about this, but the Czech Republic is sending a batch of armoured vehicles to Ukraine to help it in its war with Russia. Now, the Czech Republic is not only in the European Union, it is also a full member of NATO. So you have to wonder if this was a unilateral act by the Czech Republic, or has this been cleared through NATO members as well? In any case, this will get Putin hot under the collar, and he has promised to target offensive weapons being transported into Ukraine. The Mail is reporting several BVP-1 infantry fighting vehicles, howitzer artillery pieces, and more than a dozen T-72 tanks were yesterday loaded on a train bound for Ukraine, footage published by Czech television showed. And being of Soviet design, one assumes the Ukrainians will be accustomed to operating this machinery of war. Now, will this move put pressure on other NATO countries to follow suit? Or is the Czech Republic just the first of more announcements from other countries to follow? Or are other NATO member states watching to see what Russia's response to this is? Remember, the Czech Republic is landlocked and deep into NATO territory, being at least one country removed from the Russian borders. It is bordered by Poland to the northeast, Slovakia to the southeast, Austria to the south, and Germany to the west. So what form Putin's promised retribution would take is the question. Now, as I pointed out in an earlier video, these tanks, unless very skillfully deployed, could well be as vulnerable as Putin's tanks have proven to be. Now, these few tanks are not a game changer on their own, but if Putin's threats turn out to be toothless, then they could be followed by a lot more armaments, including the jet fighters that Zelensky has been crying out for. And what would happen if the Ukraine president decided that the time to talk was over and then went for the Donbass region and Crimea? Or do you still think the Russian army is invincible and is winning in Ukraine?